Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Cowboys are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against the Dolphins offense that knows they'll be challenged. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field. And that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 26. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't it? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Throwing on 1st down. Stone. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Stone. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Cook. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right near the 27. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 18 carries, 85 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. A big play here for Dallas. 67 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They run it again with Cook, and he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it? A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, it's Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. On first down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Come on, let's go!
Here's Watson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's like 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Stone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stone is going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Stone. His pass caught at the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Cowboys are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Dolphins...
never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point try by Bailey. And that stretches the lead to 27. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Second down, here's Watson. And pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Escaping. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Back to throw. Stone. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Bailey now for the extra point.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the
oh, this is blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Let's go. What?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The son Reddick in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Watson now on second down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw on second is Watson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The son Reddick in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you, 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying it. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Here's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
To throw on second down. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
From the gun, here's Watson. And Cook has it, left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go. White 90.
Watson on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Watson looks to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hassan Reddick in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. White 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go! Brand 38! Ohio!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to the air on second down. Stone. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Stone. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And this looks to probably be the final play. Looking to throw on second down. Stone. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now